Let's jump right into this explainer. Look, artificial intelligence is growing faster than almost any technology we've ever seen. Every single day, we're hit with endless headlines and promises about how it's going to fundamentally change the world. And honestly, they're probably right. But today, we need to look past that immense hype. We need to uncover a darker side to this revolution, one that a lot of people are just completely ignoring. You already know people everywhere are using AI for literally everything. We're talking complex coding, generating massive amounts of content, scaling businesses, driving heavy automation, and totally shifting how we approach research and education. It's practically inescapable, right? But while society excitedly adopts these tools and praises the utopian future, there is a very serious reality being pushed quietly to the sidelines.
Which brings us to the elephant in the room. What about the risks? We urgently need to talk about the hidden problems, the structural dangers, and those long-term consequences that almost nobody wants to bring up. If we only focus on these shiny new capabilities, we're essentially walking blindfolded into a minefield. So in this explainer, we are going to break down the dark side of AI.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the hidden side of AI, move into losing jobs and mental skills, then explore deepfakes and biased decisions, tackle privacy risks and arms races, and finally look at navigating an uncertain future. Basically, we're starting with the personal impacts and zooming all the way out to the global consequences. All right, let's dive into Section 1, the hidden side of AI. Which leads us directly into Section 2, losing jobs and mental skills. So one of the loudest fears out there is job replacement. And honestly, it's pretty easy to see why. AI tools can already write highly functional code, generate stunning designs, spin up entirely new videos from a text prompt, autonomously handle complex customer support, and just seamlessly automate repetitive tasks. Tools like GitHub Copilot and conversational chatbots are making companies ridiculously efficient. But while that sounds amazing on paper, it unfortunately means a ton of traditional, repetitive digital work might simply disappear over time. Now, we constantly hear this panic that AI is going to outright replace all humans. But the reality is a lot more nuanced. AI probably isn't going to replace all developers or workers. However, humans who use AI effectively absolutely will replace the humans who completely ignore it. Surviving this shift isn't about beating the machine, it's about adapting to steer it before your competition does. But there's an even more insidious personal risk here, and it's not about losing your job. It's about losing your cognitive edge. I'm talking about overdependence. Right now, students and working professionals are relying on AI to do their assignments, write their code, draft their essays, and solve their daily problems, often without truly understanding the underlying concepts themselves. This is building some highly dangerous learning habits. Think about it. If AI becomes your brain, your actual thinking ability slowly atrophies. AI should assist your learning, not replace your thinking. And this brings up a really uncomfortable truth about human nature. Instant gratification can make us incredibly mentally lazy. I mean, why would you think deeply when an AI gives you the exact answer in 2 seconds? Why struggle through a complex, frustrating problem when a chatbot can just solve it for you instantly? It's a super tempting trap. But here is the crucial takeaway. Struggle is actually vital for learning. Real cognitive growth only happens when we are forced to think critically, solve hard problems, experiment, and make mistakes. If people stop actively using their brains to navigate difficult challenges, our long-term creativity and human problem-solving capabilities are going to take a sharp nosedive. Let's shift gears a bit to Section 3, deepfakes and biased decisions. AI is currently turning misinformation into a massive, highly dangerous weapon. We're looking at a world where AI can effortlessly generate fake voices, fake videos, fake images, and entirely fabricated news articles. These are known as deepfakes. And the terrifying part? Sometimes they look 100% real. This creates massive structural problems for societal trust, politics, journalism, and just general online safety. We are rapidly entering a future where verifying what is actually real on the internet will become incredibly difficult.
Then there's algorithmic bias, which is another huge societal danger. AI systems aren't these magical, objective truth machines, right? They are trained on human data, and when flawed human data, which is naturally full of our own biases and incorrect assumptions, gets fed into the machine, it directly maps to harmful AI outputs. We're talking unfair decisions, biased hiring recommendations, and wildly incorrect assumptions about individuals. This is exactly why ethical AI development isn't just a buzzword, it is absolutely critical for our future.
Moving further out to a global scale, Section 4, Privacy Risks and Arms Races. So AI also creates staggering privacy concerns. For these systems to function at a high level, they have to scrape and collect massive amounts of data. We're talking your private conversations, your images, your behavioral patterns, your entire search history, the whole shebang. And people are often giving this information away completely blindly, just to use a convenient new tool, with zero idea of what they're actually sacrificing. As AI scales up, protecting our data privacy is going to be one of the absolute biggest technological challenges we face. And all of this data and capability is feeding into a much, much larger game. We are watching a rapid, aggressive global AI arms race unfold right now. Entire countries and massive tech companies are competing fiercely in AI development. Why? Because whoever controls advanced AI gains incredible power. They secure immense economic leverage, distinct military advantages, and unparalleled technological dominance over the rest of the world. But this arms race forces a terrifying choice on the organizations building these systems. Because the competition is so fast and the stakes are literally world-changing, it often pushes companies to prioritize speed and market dominance over crucial safety and ethical guardrails. And let's be real, when speed wins out over safety, all those risks we've discussed today multiply exponentially. Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Navigating an Uncertain Future. The unvarnished truth is that nobody entirely grasps just how powerful AI is going to become. Some experts rightfully believe it'll revolutionize healthcare, solve major scientific mysteries, and send human productivity through the roof. But others are incredibly worried about mass job loss, rampant misinformation, severe social instability, and cognitive overdependence. The future of AI is absolutely going to contain both massive benefits and very serious risks. It's not a simple zero-sum game. This brings us to a really grounding reality check. There's a quote that perfectly sums this up. AI is not simply good or bad. It's a tool. Just like a hammer or electricity or the internet, it possesses no inherent morality. Like any powerful tool in human history, its ultimate impact depends entirely on how humanity decides to use it. We're holding a tool that can help humanity supercharge our daily productivity and rapidly accelerate innovation. Or, if we're reckless with it, it can create deep human dependency, complex ethical nightmares, terrifying privacy breaches, and widespread misinformation. We can't just fear it blindly and throw our hands up in defeat, but we also can't worship it blindly and assume tech companies will just magically fix everything for us. We must instead understand it responsibly, because quite simply, it is already here.
AI is no longer the future. It is our present reality. And the people who take the time to truly understand both its incredible power and its very real, very dark risks are the ones who are going to be best prepared to navigate it. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to consider as we wrap up this explainer. Are you prepared for what comes next? Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.